Alright guys, so I'm decided to make a video because I have nothing else going on today. Today is Sunday, September 3rd. And I figured I'd make a video of my collection, where I'm at currently, and go through all the stuff I have. I haven't done that in a long time. So starting on top, I have this SMC 48-inch. This was from eBay. It's a complete fan, including the silver cap. I had another one. Used to have another one of these before that. Got from Matthew Orat, but wasn't missing the silver cap at the bottom, so I eventually traded that out. I think the one that was from Matthew is now in the hands of Emmanuel. This is an API, also known as a CEC, cast iron 48-inch industrial. I got that from Adam in West Palm Beach. Behind is a Windward. I believe that is the 3-blade. That's the 4-blade one, and I got that also from Adam. Up next is this Fastco heat cycler, which I've had it already installed as the fan of the month. I got that from Brian Hicks. He actually took the whole thing apart, cleaned it really well, reworked it, and it's a fantastic fan. I can't thank him enough for it. Next to it I have this K63 Emerson blender fan. I got this from, I believe, Jeffrey. Oh god, I cannot speak today. Jeff. And it's another great fan I like to have. I haven't had it as a fan of the month yet, but I'm hoping I do soon. Next to is a K55 version. I got that one. This one's from JJ. I got in a trade for a 4-blade one that I had. Behind all that, you can see there's the Emerson Stratojet. That's one I picked up locally, all the way down in Fort Myers, I think. All the way down below Tampa somewhere. It came with 4 other industrials. I'll talk about the other ones as I get to them. Above it is this 36-inch blender fan, 4 blades, no switch housing. I got this from eBay from a seller who claimed it was going bad. Sure enough, the capacitor was going bad, so I did replace it with a new capacitor, and it is now working flawlessly. I have it hanging like this because it is a pain to take the blades off, because I'd have to leave the blade arms on. I cannot take the actual blades off, as there are no screw holes in the hub. So, yeah. Last fan on top shelf of this shelf is a Dayton Lasco 36-inch. I picked up 8 of these. Craigslist in Tampa. No, not Tampa, Jacksonville. And I kept one for myself, and I sold the rest of them off to other collectors, and yeah. So let's go down one shelf. There's a 3-blade Windward. That's a 36-inch one. I got that from Adam. As well as this 48-inch Moss Caribbean Breeze 3 metal blade. Here is a 36-inch. This one's the Evergo. That one I got from Craigslist in my local area. I originally had wood blades. I traded the wood blades out for metal blades. Next to it is a Leslie lock with the same exact motor made by Evergo. That one had metal blades. That's the better of the two. I actually got 2 of them from Matthew Orat. One I did sell with the wood blades from that fan to Metal Pete. Behind it is a, was that 2016? 2014 Envirofan Goldline. I got that in trade with I can't remember. I think it was Adam. I can't remember his name right now. So I got that in trade though. Behind that is a 36-inch DEMC. I actually have 2 of those. There's one there, one in front. One I got off of Craigslist recently, and then the other one I got was in the same place as the Stratojet. In front of that is a 36-inch Evergo Union, the pointed motor version. Got that off of Craigslist. Actually, I got 2 of them when I sold off. Behind that is the Hampton Bay Montgomery Windward. That's probably one of the ones I actually bought new in box from Home Depot, and I had it in my room for the longest time. Let me start on the side. It's a 36-inch Contact. I got that from Dan Newman. I used to have 2 of them. I sold 1 off. Next to it is another 36-inch TAT UFO. Got that from Adam. I have a 48-inch white I got off of Craigslist. Got the brown 48-inch, which was still kind of rusty. I got that from Flea World, actually. It's one of the fans I salvaged. Next to the other brown one is a brown Evergo Union under an unusual name, I think Kenroy. It's a 42-inch spinner with wood blades. I got that from a repurposed project in Jacksonville. There is my 48-inch DEMC. I got that also off of Craigslist. There's a 48-inch Crompton Greaves. I got that from Wesley Hicks. He had like 2 or 3 of these. I sold the rest of them off. This one's in the best condition, but the paint, as you can kind of see back there, is not in the best shape on the motor. Next, I have this View fan. This is the one I got. It was actually fairly good condition. The bearings are good. Was missing the original cap. I changed the cap and kept it ever since. One of my very first fans. Here I have a EnviroFan from 1995 or 85, I can't remember. These are one of the early ones I got from Mark Wilson in a trade. I also got this Newtone Proline 3-blade from him, as you can see. Behind it, if you can see there, there's a Crompton Greaves. It's a 4-blade wood blade motor. Got that from Adam. The bottom of this guy, if I can remember correctly. Well, first of all, there's the Stratos from the Beverly Hills Fan Co. I believe this is a 48-inch one in brushed nickel. There's a Palco motor I have, not sure what I'm going to do with it. It's just kind of here. And the bottom shelf of this thing is 2 boxes. Those have 2 new in box 60-inch. What are they? 60-inch J&W air efficiency industrials. So. Right, so on to this side of the shelving. So here we have my 2 Strato fans. This closer one is the Union one. Union or Evergo, I can't remember. The other one in the back is the HRS version. Those both came from a bowling alley where I saved them. The other 6 I sold to other collectors. Next to it is a 56-inch Union Industrial. Very cool fan, hoping I can find some more of these eventually, but I'm very happy to have at least one. Came out of an old balloon shop, actually. It was never plugged in, but just sat up there for the longest time. Behind it is a 52-inch New Fan Industrial. I got that from Jeffrey Leland Doctor as well. I have this 36-inch Palco I got from Habitat by Adam. I have these 2 Palcos are in front of us. This is a 48-inch and a 56-inch. These pair came from Craigslist in Gainesville. Both are good fans. The one behind it is another 56-inch Palco. And that came from Fort Myers as well. I replaced the bearings in that one, so now it runs good as new. And the last one back here in the middle is the obscure, weird Butterfly Industrial. Came from the same building I got the Emerson Stratojet, I meant, and the 36-inch DMC. I did have 2 of these. One of them I sold to Metal Pete. Next shelf. There you see I have a 36-inch Crompton Greaves Princess. Behind that is a 48-inch Emerson Heat Fan, an early version without the vents on the motor. In front of me is a SMC Hampton Bay Industrial, 56-inch. This is another fan I salvaged from the flea market. In that windward box is a new in-box 3-blade windward industrial. I got from a person in Jacksonville. He was missing the Campion downrod but had everything else, so I bought it and I added my own Campion downrod. In front of us here, I believe this is the Leslie Lock. Make sure. No, Montgomery Ward. Montgomery Ward spinner with wood blades and reverse switch in the lower campy. I might eventually sell this one or use it for parts. I don't care much for it. Moving on, I have a new in-box wind machine. It's basically a 36-inch Evergo or Union Industrial with twisted blades, which is nice. On top of it, I have a 36-inch Moss Caribbean Breeze. I kept it just because it was a spare one to have. It's single edition, had the original control. And I also have this 36-inch SMC. Next to it, I have a new in-box Caribbean Breeze. And these other 3 boxes are also Caribbean Breezes. I have 2 brown, and those 2 should be the whites. this mysterious box in the back corner is the black HRS Envirofan. Now, you have to excuse me, you really can't see it, but underneath this shelf, there's another shelf down here. You really can't get access to it. Kind of see a box down there a little bit. Maybe not really, it's kind of dark. Basically, all my Numenbox Daytons are down there. There's a Numenbox 56-inch reversible, Numenbox 56 agricultural, Numenbox 48-inch. I think it's another Numenbox 56-inch I got for some reason. I don't remember what it was. And then in the very back, you can see the box right there in the back is the Numenbox 36-inch one. And those are all the stamped steel ones, not the cast iron ones. So that's all on this side. Now you might be wondering, Mark, those are all, the motors, where are all the blades at? And I'll show you that in a second. Before I do that, the fan of the month currently is this Fasco World's Fair, which I have hanging, as you can see. All the blades for those fans are inside this bin, and I will continue this in part 2. Thanks for watching, guys.